Conservative media viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and Paul F. Villarreal, joining by phone. Of course, I'm the four-time national champion. Paul is the NBA expert. Now, we're talking about this Jeremy Lin and New York Knicks game versus the Toronto Raptors. It's a preview and it's a prediction. Paul, they just beat the Raptors recently, but now they're going to Toronto and they're going to play this game. How do you look at this game? How do you break it down? I got to favor Linsanity and continue to roll on here with Linsanity 2.0 as we've been talking about. If you haven't seen our awesome videos on that, make sure that you see all those awesome videos. In fact, we've actually created a playlist of all our Jeremy Lin slash Linsanity slash New York Knicks.
This is incredible. Tell me right now, before we tee up the rest of the stuff,
so you can go and check those out.
How big is this for Jeremy Lin? What do you think this does to his resume? What do you think this does to Linsanity?
Paul, I like what the Knicks are doing. I like the defense they're playing with Coach Woodson. I like all the players getting involved. Melo's doing his thing. Stoudemire just had a huge night, and I think this bench is getting things moving here. So I really like Jeremy Lin and the New York Knicks to win again in Toronto.
I see it similarly. The Knicks are trying to win, I believe, their sixth game in a row. That's the 6-0 Linsanity 2.0 slash Mike Woodson winning streak right now. Yeah. I think that the game will be tighter than the game that took place between these two teams at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks won that game by about 19 points. Toronto is not a great home team, but obviously most teams play better on their home court. So I think this game will be more competitive. I agree with you. I think the Knicks will win this game, and we'll see Jeremy Lin matched up against Jose Calderon, maybe also matched up against Jared Bayless. I like that matchup. Lin did well in the last meeting between these two teams. He outplayed Jose Calderon pretty considerably. I like this game. It's coming at a good time for the Knicks. Get their confidence moving. They can keep going. I'm looking to see them build off of that great nationally televised in the United States victory over the Philadelphia 76ers on ESPN. And also of note for Lin and Knick fans is that the Milwaukee Bucks lost tonight. Now, Milwaukee and New York are battling for the 8th and final playoff spot in the East. And so with that loss tonight, New York, I think, is a full game or maybe even a game and a half up on the Bucks in the race for that spot. So that's a good thing for New York. New York's got a lot of positive feelings going right now. They need to get this game in Toronto so they can continue their good streak.
I think that I love what you're saying right here. I think they're going to get this win, and I think the streak's going to go to 6-0 under Linsanity 2.0 and the Woodson streak as well. Now, here's the thing. I feel like all the fans, we've been seeing these comments on our videos, and they're just incredible. We love all you guys that are commenting. We love our fans all around the world. We love the Jeremy Lin fans all around the world, and this thing is just coming together and all that. And I just feel like all of the Jeremy Lin fans, all the New York Knicks fans are going to just fuel the Knicks. To me, I felt like, Jeremy Lin was out there fighting for us on the fourth quarter. I felt like Jeremy Lin was out there and felt the support of the fans. And you saw that play, and people were trying to criticize him. You know what? He scored 16 points in the fourth quarter. And people, it's just free throws. Yeah, but he hit every single one of them, dude. You look at how many free throws he's been hitting in the last 40 free throws, and it's like you just felt him attack the basket. And I feel like Jeremy Lin is going to start faster and earlier in Toronto, and I feel like he's just going to just inspire this team and get it going now. And what's so cool now is between Melo and Stoudemire and Jeremy Lin, I think everyone's stepping up to play better defense. I think it's almost a friendly and good competition within the team. People know, who's the real superstar now on this team. And what you see with Stoudemire, going back down there and getting that block, that pack right against the basket after that, that turnover on the other end of the net, that was good. I think, Melo's been playing more aggressive now. And so I think we're going to see Jeremy Lin start faster. And I think we're going to see, in my personal opinion, Jeremy Lin continue to motivate this team. What do you think about that, Paul?
I think those are all good points. I think Lin really showed that he is a clutch player in yesterday night's game, in last night's game. He definitely showed that. I read something today or came across something where some statistics about his numbers in the clutch, and he wanted to take those free throws.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, again, the guy went 10 for 10 in the fourth quarter. All of those were important free throws in a tight game. It might just be taking free throws, but a lot of guys would miss those free throws, or at least missed a couple of them. He hit all of them. Very few people shoot 90% or better in the NBA, so even if he was the greatest free throw shooter ever, you'd think he'd miss one or two, but he didn't. He wanted it. He stepped up to the challenge. That's another reason why I believe he will be a superstar in the league, because he has that clutch ability. So now what you were saying about the fans and everything, I totally agree. I'm looking at New York's schedule right now in front of me. It's important that they finish the month of March well, because their schedule in April is pretty difficult with a lot of road games. So the next couple of games for them are solid. They're, at Toronto, but then versus Detroit, they've got 3 straight games at home, one of them being against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, wow.
That is going to be a great game, or it should be. And so they need to take care of business going out tomorrow night in Toronto, and I think that they will take care of business, as we talked about. Hopefully they'll do it in impressive fashion. Now, you also mentioned Amari Stoudemire. He is really starting to round himself back into shape. Now, Amari's always in pretty good shape. What happened to him in the off season? I believe he got injured, and he was forced to do a bunch of rehabilitation.
Okay.
And he gained supposedly about 15, 20 pounds of muscle. And even though he looked good, it was kind of hurting the explosiveness of his legs. And now he's been kind of dialing down his weight. And we saw in the Philly game, the guy probably had like 5 sick dunks, just ridiculous dunks. So he's starting to come around. So everything is happening for the Knicks at the right time, and I like where it's at, and they need to make sure that they take care of business for the rest of this month.
I agree, and I'll say this in closing, about people talking about, oh, it's free throw points, points are points. It doesn't say at the final score, oh, these are free throw points, this and that, whatever, or you subtract your free throws or anything like that. No, points are points. And it's very key. Like you said, how many other superstars get that kind of percentage from the stripe, dude? I mean, that is explosive, and it's incredible, and it shows the kind of meticulous attention to detail, and I believe, in my personal opinion, skill and work ethic of Jeremy Lin. Because let's remember this. What was Shaquille O'Neal's? And I love Shaquille O'Neal. An absolute total superstar, maybe one of the top 3 people in his position ever, in my personal opinion. He wasn't that good from the stripe, and it hurt his team and it hurt his game on certain occasions. Why do you think they nicknamed that whole situation of fouling Shaq Hack-a-Shaq? But you put him to the line, and you have a better chance of stopping him from scoring at the free throw line than you did if he's in the paint under the board. And that's the thing right there. So I mean, being able to know that when you give the ball to Jeremy Lin, that he's going to score for you, or be able to take away a team's ability to just try to foul and sort of sneak back, or, in my personal opinion, steal a game at the end there by fouling him, is a big deal, especially when that's your point guard and he's holding the rock, dude, and controlling, getting the ball down the court. So I think that's a huge deal. I don't think that can be ever underestimated, and in fact, to me, that is a super positive, not any kind of negative. That's what I have to say about that. And again, as always, this is all personal opinion only, not alleged fact, not cast dispersion, all for entertainment purposes only. Please check disclaimers. So that's what we're at, with this whole game. We believe that Jeremy Lin and the New York Knicks are going to win in Toronto. We believe that Linsanity 2.0 is going to 6-0 on the streak. And again, that's also part of the Woodson streak as well, so it's a combined streak. And we think that this is going to help set them up to continue to make this run to get in the playoffs. What do you think about that? Give us the comments right now. Please give us the comments below. Please subscribe above. Also, please rate this video up, and please post it on your social networking sites. You're watching Conservative Media. I am John, the 4-time national champion. That is Paul, the NBA expert. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.